And then she's like, you have to promise not to tell anyone of this, alright? Or else I'm gonna amputate the fuck out of you. Alright? She basically just gets her to shut her mouth and be like, you have to promise. Alright? Pinky promise, yeah? If you break this pinky promise, I'll break your pinky when I find you, yeah? Or they literally, like, looked at a stone statue of a xenomorph and basically like, right, get the bulldozer, knock it over, demolish it, destroy that shit. How's everyone doing today? I'm gonna be talking about the latest episode. In Alien Earth, which is episode 7. Watching this episode, I didn't mind it. I thought it was grand. I thought it was, alright. There wasn't really much anything for me to complain about. Apart from the fact that the xenomorph is confirmed to be a dog. The xenomorph has been reduced to someone that would, go head to head with a fucking Yautja. To someone who would be like, alright, go sick him, boy. Go shit on his front lawn. Oh, you see Mr. David over there? Fucking, he's the one that threw rocks out a window. Go piss on his head. Someone that would just take orders from a human. Not even a human. The xenomorph's taking orders from a fucking robot. Xenomorph's taking robots orders from something that I fucking bitch around and tell them, yo, go clean my dishes, go do this, go do that. That's what Zemo's taking orders from. But the Saint is more advanced and smarter and shit. But I don't know, I still think it's poo and so cringe how Alien Earth just took the direction of fucking up the xenomorph. They literally like looked at a stone statue of a xenomorph and basically like, right, get the bulldozer, knock it over, demolish it, destroy that shit. We're gonna change this shit and make it essentially an alien dog. We're gonna make it like those xenomorph dogs, except they only attack people that you tell them to. Now granted, there was a scene in this episode where the alien attacked a load of soldiers and shit, which I thought was pretty sick. And it's also kind of inconsistent with how the xenomorph acts in this show. I also noticed. I tried to make a video on this yesterday, but I don't know. I think I was just too stoned. I just didn't know what the fuck I was on about. I didn't really have much to say then. But there's also stuff I know is like in the show, like the xenomorph. When it comes to NPCs, when it comes to people that don't really matter about the show or anything, or add nothing to the plot at all, the xenomorph will just fucking blend them up in 2 seconds flat. But then when it comes to the main characters or the people that just the show needs to fucking, alive to progress about, the xenomorph will have some debuffs. The xenomorph will either be slow, it would be fucking stupid, it would be, I don't know, it would just analyze you like you're a fucking mouthy old burger and it's trying to check if you're worth keeping or throwing in the bin. There's scenes where there'd be scenes in episodes where the xenomorph would come up to a medic or some shit, just look at them, just salivating. I'm like, why aren't you killing this guy? But he went on about that for long enough, but anyways, it's granted. Also, I think the xenomorph looks a bit weird. It looks like a fucking fishbowl full of piss, bro. It looks like someone grabbed a glass vodka bottle and just pissed in it. And they just based the design off that. Yeah, let's just base the design off of a glass bottle that's full of human urine. Or it looks like someone just cracked a fried egg on top of the xenomorph. Like the xenomorph's head was a frying pan. And when they cracked the egg, instead of no whites, it's just all yolk. It's just all yellow. It literally looks like a melted honeycomb ice cream all over the xenomorph. I don't know. I think the xenomorph just looks a bit weird or random. I don't like how it's just like a stain on its fucking dome on its head. I think it would have been cooler if it's just like all like fully covered or the whole body was like yellow or some shit. But even then it would look weird. And I just don't like how the xenomorph's just being treated like a little puppy. I think it's an interesting concept. I think it's kind of cool how the main character Wendy's able to communicate with xenomorphs through like clicking and shit. I think that's pretty sick how they have like their own language. She's able to communicate them all. I just don't like how xenomorphs are essentially turning into little children. And then there's stuff I did like about this episode. I like Kirsch. I really like his character in this one. The fact that he helped Slightly and the black dude bring the body of Arthur out to the forest, out to the beach, because that's where he's supposed to meet Kwame the cyborg. I think that's like pretty interesting and all. It seems like he and the boy Cavalier want this shit to happen. They want an apocalypse. They want their fucking fresh units to escape and fucking cause havoc. Like they're trying to, get rid of the workers so they can make new room for new workers. Yeah, that's exactly what they're trying to do. I think that's interesting. I think when the show's I think in terms of that, the show's taking an interesting turn. I also think it's pretty interesting how the robot, Wendy, is starting to rebel against the humans. She clocked it in her brain that they don't give a shit about her. Bro, you're there starving, you need your dough, you need your pacifier. Stay crying, bitch. I don't give a fuck. You ain't getting shit. You're gonna go to sleep today, cottonmouth. Alright? It's just like kind of that stuff. They know that the people don't care about them. She found out because they basically wiped the brain of one of the saints. And I also just don't like the character. Who's the one that, like, the saint in Alien Earth that knows multiple languages and is trying to fight for Wendy's, favorite person. She's trying to fight for Boy Cavaliers' favorite child. She doesn't like Wendy. She thinks she's better than Wendy. And it's just, like, so cringe because she actually sucks off Boy Cavalier. She actually is, like, she actually is like his super fan, his super gimp, like, She just doesn't, she won't leave his side, and she was also, I'm pretty sure there was a scene where she's gonna rat Wendy out to them. So Wendy basically tells her, oh yeah, your Boy Cavalier doesn't love you, Boy Cavalier isn't taking care of you, and he actually hates you. If he saw you dying on the street, he'd probably walk all over you, And then she's like, you have to promise not to tell anyone of this, alright? Or else I'm gonna amputate the fuck out of you. Alright, she basically just gets her to shut her mouth and be like, you have to promise. Alright, pinky promise, yeah? If you break this pinky promise, I'll break your pinky when I find you, yeah? And then she was like, okay, yeah, I won't tell anyone. But then there's a scene where she goes up to the Arthur's wife and it literally looks like she's about to tear her lips. Miss, I saw Wendy doing that. I just don't like that character. I think she's really annoying. I just think that can you like demolish her? Can like a xenomorph just latch onto her and just like turn her into like cheddar cheese, just like put holes all over her. I just don't fuck with her character one bit. I liked Kwame in this episode actually. I thought Kwame was a bit cold in this one. I swear throughout this whole series, Kwame, I don't even know if that's his name. It sounds weird, yeah, I think it is Kwame. It sounds something like Kwame. But the cyborg, anyway, I swear throughout this whole series, he was just locked in. He's the only character that didn't have his fucking his brain up his own asshole. He, like, had the eyes on the prize, and he was ready, set, dead center, locked in. He's just focusing on the mission. He'd always be like, right, I need this, I need that. I think you'll find him a little bit more evil in this one as well, because even when he slightly did bring the body to Kwame, he didn't really care. Oh, yeah, and there's a fucking big ass snowball hit my house, bro. I heard a loud bang. Anyway, there's a scene where Arthur finally finishes getting face hugged, and I'm also gonna talk about this later on. Basically, they bring Arthur out to the beach, and he's there fine and all. He basically forgot what happened, because that's what happens when you get knocked out by a face hugger. They just eat your brain and you just don't have any memory or recollection of anything that happened. So he gets the chest burster. Chest burster hops out of his chest, and I thought this scene was just a bit stupid. The chest burster slithers away into the grass and shit. He actually gets away from slightly, and the black dude, I'm like, how did you not catch it, bro? You're a synth. You should have caught the chest burster the second it, like, hopped out of the chest, bro. You see an alien slug like that, fucking catch it. You need to bring it to someone so your parents are alive. Yeah, that guy that you have to bring the chest burster to, the cyborg has, like, slightly his parents hostage, which I already mentioned in another video, but I still think that's a bit crap. So, you'd think slightly you would grab it straight away and be like, oh, if I don't get this, this guy's gonna open up my parents and they're gonna be leaking up fucking blood everywhere like watermelon juice, So then, I just find it dumb how he didn't catch the xenomorph. Like, I know it's a xenomorph, but it's only a baby, bro. It's quick as well, so that's why you should have caught it. I just think it's also so cool how Karsh just, like, caught the xenomorph and just kept him for himself. He, like, showed it to the cyborg as well. Like, when the cyborg... So this is back to the scene where it slightly brought the body to the cyborg. The cyborg's like, right, where's my fucking pet? Yo, we had a deal. You're supposed to buy me a pet dog at Pet Mania for like 50% off, and then I was gonna give you your money, but it's not here. Yeah, we're gonna take you in. So basically, he just takes them, and when they arrive at the I can't remember where the fuck they arrive at. They basically just arrive at this place where Karsh and his men are having a standoff with the cyborg and his men. And then Karsh just like, come here lads, it's okay. He like slightly and the black dude just walk past Cyborg and he doesn't do shit, bro. I have no idea what was going on here. The Cyborg, when he was face to face with Karsh, he sort of just forgot he had the authority figure. He sort of just like, his brain just froze like an ice cube. And like, he didn't grab slightly to the back to anything. I was watching this and I was thinking, is he gonna grab him? Like, oh, he didn't. He's just so scared, bro. Like, this fucking Karsh used the smoldering move from Jumanji. He's like, they're smoldering. He's like, aura farming the fuck out of him. And Karsh just, was shitting all over Kwame. So then Karsh just whips out the fucking xenomorph thing, because earlier on in the episode, xenomorph got caught by a net, and I was thinking that must be a cyborg. He has him. But no, it's Kirsch, and Kirsch has it in like this little container, and he plants it down in front of him just to show Kwame that he has it. He's like, yeah, I got this, bitch. Yeah, fuck you. What are you gonna do now? Oh, no trophy. Oh, great, where? You know, he's just flexing on, he's just shitting all over, and he's like, I have what you want, bro. Yeah, and you have what I want. Kids, give them to me now. I'm gonna sell them on the black market. But yeah, and then Kirsch basically locked up Kwame. He's like, oh, lock him up, put him in a cell. Actually, let's not give him any bread. If we're gonna give him any bread, give him the shit kind. Give him the moldy stuff that you dig out of a compost bin. Yeah, just give him that. He doesn't really deserve anything, because he's a cyborg, and I don't like cyborgs. I'm actually racist towards him. So yeah, and there's another scene, a question I have about facehuggers. Now, I thought the second a facehugger latches onto someone, they implanted the worm into them. They implanted the alien right into their chest, so it's over. It's done. The guy's gonna have lights out. He might as well just lie on the floor and just look at the ceiling, thinking about his life. I thought that happened straight away. Like it only gives like a couple of seconds or minutes for the dude to have a breather after they wake up from being facehugged. But I swear in the scene with Arthur, he had enough time to have a fucking Mario Kart 7 round with the boys. Like he had plenty of time to do some bonding. He had time to do some father-son bonding with Slightly and the black dude. Like he had enough time to play baseball with them, basically. And I'm just thinking, isn't the facehugger supposed to be doing his shit now? Isn't the chest burster supposed to be out and about now, just marking anyone it sees? That's just something that didn't really make sense for me in the show. And I think it's another plot hole just to keep it going. Although I'm not really sure what it would have done. I guess it was the plot hole to just so they'd have enough time to bring Arthur's body to the beach. But I just think it's a bit weird, and I also don't like shows that do plot holes just for the plot. Just like work your way around. Just find the rubber band, circle your way around that shit. Like But anyways, yeah, that was just me talking about the latest Alien Earth episode. Hope you did enjoy this video. See you later.